it was like I was living it. It was showing how I worked in chemical engineering jobs in the past, and they treated me real bad. I was treated real bad, and they didn't want me, and my career was ruined. And then I was out of work for a long time. I'm talking about the dream. This is in the dream. And I finally got another job in engineering, and I had a new boss, and he loved me. He treated me so nice, and I liked my job. I really loved my job. And that's interesting because the boss that I had was my boss at my last job that I worked years ago. And I did like him as a boss. And in the dream, he was my boss in this dream. And all of a sudden, I was at home and I was working on different things. And it felt like I was preparing for the coming of the Lord. It felt like I just forgot about working in engineering. And I had this job, and all of a sudden I forgot all about it. I just completely forgot about it and stopped going to work because I literally forgot. I forgot all about it. And then I was like preparing for the coming of the Lord, and I had fell asleep. I went to sleep in a dream. And then I woke up in the dream. I went to sleep and woke up. And all of a sudden I remembered I had a job. And I said, oh no, my job. What's going on? I got to get to work. What's going on? Where have I been? And I got to hurry up and get to work. Oh no, they're going to fire me. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have to get another job. And I felt like something told me that I can get another job. And I said, oh no, I got to call them. Because I had been off work for days and for a long time, really. Probably weeks or months. It was a long time because I just completely forgot. And then it felt so real, and I was like getting panicky. And then I was waking up. It was like I was waking up in a dream. But when I was waking up in the dream, I was waking up in real life, but I was still in the dream. But I was just, trying to wake up, but I was still in a dream. And then God spoke to me and he said, you don't work for man, you work for me. And I was like, no, I have a job. And I thought it was so real. He said to me, he said again, you don't work for man, you work for me. He said, he was like, just think about it. He was like, think. And then I started to remember. I was like, yeah, I used to work for them. But then I went and I worked for you. And I work for you now. I don't work for man. And I said in the dream, I said, I don't work for man. I work for you. And then I woke up. And this dream was so real that as I was waking up, I was coming back to this reality like, yeah, that was a dream. And that's right, I don't work for man. And I do work for God. So I have to add this part to this video. When I had this dream, I knew that this was just like another dream that I had in the past where I saw the saints gathered into Noah's Ark for protection. What does that mean? Is that the rapture? Is that divine protection during the tribulation? Noah was on the earth when the floods came and he had divine protection. This is not the first time that the Lord has revealed to me that he's my boss. But what is extremely significant about this dream is it was the same type of dream. It was like the same exact type of dream that I had in that other dream. And right after that, and I'll put that video in the description box, because it was a long dream. Like I saw this same dream and then I saw the saints being gathered.
And that's significant because a lot of things that I saw in previous dreams from years ago, I'm seeing the fulfillment of those things in recent times. Another example of that is I was sitting with my daughter, clear as day. We was talking and everything, just having dinner. And all of a sudden, I saw this vision. And I say saw a vision, but it was real. Like I was translating into heaven. I felt like I was really seriously in heaven. And all of a sudden I was in heaven and I was a giant. I was this huge giant. And I had on this gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous dress. It was a color unlike any color in this world. It was like, the best way I can explain it, it was like burnt red mixed with a hot pink. That's the best way I can explain it. And it had these big diamonds all over it, just all these diamonds. And it either had pockets or some kind of way I was holding it up, but it felt like it was pockets. And Jesus was standing in front of me, in front of a gigantic throne. And he was a huge giant, way bigger than me. Now, I was a huge giant, but he was a giant way bigger than me. And I was walking up to him and I was smiling and he was smiling at me and he had his arm out to me. And I was like, my father, my father. I was so happy and so excited. And it was just so beautiful. And I'm just like, when I came out of it and I told my daughter about it, and it was just such a happy time to our dinner. So then I told my best friend about it. And she was like, that's the same dress that I saw you in when I saw the wedding supper of the Lamb. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, she said the wedding supper of the Lamb was about to take place. And I was wearing that same type of dress, the way I explained it to her. She just said that the diamonds, I don't know if she saw the diamonds, but it was the same type of color when I explained it and everything that she saw. And so it was like, what is going on? Like I have this dream, and it was right after this happened in my other dream, I saw this gathering of the saints. And then in her dream, right after I saw what I saw, she saw the wedding supper of the Lamb about to take place. So, we're getting down to the wire. And let me just say this. No man knows the day or the time. I have to say that because, these things could take place this year. It could take place next year. It could take place 10 years from now. No man knows the day or the time, okay? But definitely, I believe that we should always have our garments ready. We should be excited at this time. We should be expecting at this time. Even though if it doesn't happen this year, we know that we don't know the time. So we shouldn't be overly upset because we don't know the time. But this is very interesting to me that these things have been fulfilled. And I released another dream a while back, and I talked about a lot of other prophecies that I saw that was to take place before the gathering of the saints, and I talked about how those things took place as well. So this is just really exciting time. Even Jesus doesn't know when the rapture is. None of our dreams can tell us that. No one can predict the rapture date. Nothing that we see prophetically can predict the rapture date. But it's just exciting. We are at an exciting time. And I just want to, make sure that you all are excited like I am, because I definitely am taking all of this very serious. God bless you. Bye.